Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress, where we are continuing with part 2 of this year in Dastotdeg. It's the next day now for me, and I've had some time to process the fallout from the Goblin Siege. I counted 8 total dead. 2 from the Vengeance Squad, Zapave the Bard, Spearman, and Shifty the Criminal. 4 from the Disemboweled Tools, Ritha, Lycott, Mebzith, and Cog. And 2 of those were carrying babies, Moses and Sigan. And those are all of the dead. Not counting Lorbum Autumnish, who was killed down in the caverns by that cave toad. And I had to go into the game log text file to find all of that information because this log here is pretty useless. The other thing I wanted to mention was this artifact, the Severe Controls. I couldn't figure out where it came from, and it finally clicked that this was a figurine that the Etten dropped on the ground after we killed him. I saw it over there, but I never really investigated it. And apparently it was an artifact. It makes me wonder how many of these other artifacts in my list are new that I don't know about. I already see a codex and a short sword. We have this codex here. The written portion consists of a 38-page essay entitled Zon Fortress Groove for Everyone, authored by Zon Fortress Groove. It concerns the studies of the dwarf Zon Fortress Groove in rare plays in order to be with the master in the early autumn of the year 121. The writing is quite cheerful. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. We also have a codex here called The Dwarf, Common Practice, authored by Ingish Helmryming. It concerns the start as a farmer of the dwarf Ingish Helmryming in Gorgegirder in the year 69. The writing is fairly cheerful, but overall the prose is amateurish at best. I'm assuming we found these in the caverns because I've found books down there before. Now back to work in the caverns. Udiba is throwing another tantrum. One of the monster slayers is fighting a giant Ohm. The Ohm seems to be running. The monster slayer is hacking at the Ohm. Blood is flying and the giant Ohm is dead. Udiba is starting a fist fight again. She is not happy. Oh, Addie, the captain of the guard, is stumbling around obliviously. That's not good. She might not be cut out for this captain of the guard thing. She's horrified quite a lot. I've just replaced Addie as captain of the guard with Dusim Alongatin, and when I did that, I noticed we have a new mayor. Rith Lamulkakdal is the new mayor. Down in the caverns, a monster slayer has just killed another giant Ohm. The summer migrants are arriving, going down the tunnel. A kitten was found dead. And now a Tulan has been found dead near the kitten. Maybe the kitten and the bird got in a fight and killed each other. Oh, I forgot to mention the human caravan is left. Our population is now up to 196, with 61 dwarven children. A stray baby llama has been found dead up here in the caravan tunnel. You know, it's only just now occurred to me to check in with Bearchild, the baby that was born from the werebear mayor last time. He's doing fine. He has not converted into a werebear or anything. And it's a good thing because I was not paying any attention to him. Oh, we have a cave crocodile fight and an injured dwarf. Uh-oh. And somebody came down to the caves to pick up the injured bone carver to haul them back to the hospital. This video is already running long and I haven't even gotten halfway through the year yet. We have an artifact. Moses Kavishvatek, a ranger, has created Shin Avuz, a copper battle axe. She offers it to the Whips of Clearing. Thank you. Shin Avuz, the brightness of minds. Worth 20,160. Wow, it's got a huge description. It appears to be an homage to alligators. On the item is an image of Othla No Plates, the human, and Labor Entry, the giant alligator in kangaroo leather. Othla No Plates is cringing. Labor Entry is striking a menacing pose. The artwork relates to the ripping of the human Othla No Plates' right upper arm by the giant alligator Labor Entry in the year 236. Also on the item is an image of Timta Spotcrests, the human, and Robust Verse, the alligator in cave spider silk. Robust Verse is striking down Timta Spotcrest. The artwork relates to the killing of the human Timta Spotcrest by the alligator Robust Verse in the tattooed swamps in the year 61. It's a homage to the superiority of the alligators in the tattooed swamps, apparently. Another stray cat has been found dead in the storeroom. And it looks like autumn is here. The year is half over now. Another stray cat and a stray kitten has been found dead. Here comes the Dwarven Caravan and the Outpost Liaison. Merit deserves a reward, and I come empowered to establish this colony as an official land of our realm. Do you have any dwarves to recommend for elevation? Flattering, but we'd rather maintain our distance from the homeland for now. Alright, farewell, Rith Lemul Kakdol. I look forward to our meeting next year. I hope you change your mind and join us. Our fortunes rise and fall together. Maybe I shouldn't have turned him down. He didn't ask me about a trade agreement this time. The dwarves have a much better selection of goods this year. Another stray kitten has been found dead. There's a kitten killer on the loose. Accusations are piling up against Udiba, the miner who went berserk a while back and started punching people. There are 8 witnesses against her, so I'm gonna convict her and see what happens. I don't really know what happens. I've never done this before. Oh, sorry, it was... Each one of these has a different set of witnesses, so you can convict them in multiple cases. Wow. Huh. Well, the punishment was a good kicking and punching from the new captain of the guard. So, yeah. I thought they were going to go to jail. Oh well. Oh, so she is getting arrested. So she got beaten up and arrested. So she's going to spend 50 days in prison. Have fun in there. Well, Udiba is throwing a tantrum in her prison cell right now. But there's nobody to fight with in there. I've created another military squad called the Daggers of Worth, and I'm gonna make this the secondary elite military squad. I'm gonna leave the Vengeance squad as a very special unit consisting of the founders and special people like the Baron Consort, and there's a Monster Slayer in there also. Oh, huh. I have a combat report about the werebear Lazie Uthraman attacking a capybara up on the surface. What is this? There's a werebear on this map somewhere. But on a positive note, the Rough Avalanches, a performance troupe, is visiting. The Rough Avalanches better get inside quick. Aha! Exposed! The werebear Lazie Uthraman has come. A large bear twisted into humanoid form. It's another curly-haired, brown bear with glowing violet eyes. Well, let's see how bad the damage is following the werebear. It's moving. Oh, it's converted back to human and it's running away. Well, that was easy. Minka has bestowed the name Itnar Bizol upon a copper battle axe. Man, my frame rate is suffering here. I guess it's the inevitable fate of every large fortress. Here come some migrants. Probably the last migrants of the year. There goes the dwarven caravan. I hope we see them again next year. Now it's a stray puppy found dead. I built a second well for the upcoming winter. The captain of the guard cancelled unchaining Udiba because of being horrified. She is utterly harrowed by the nightmare that is her tragic life and is oblivious to reality. Ah, that sounds really bad. She has not taken to prison very well. That goblin that we caged has finally been moved out of the tunnels up there and down into this room here by the prison cells. I'm not sure what to do with it. And winter has arrived. It's been a fairly uneventful autumn. I've just been working on these caverns. As you can see, I've been trying to clean up this first room here, make it all pretty. We have another dwarf stumbling around obliviously. Ustath Endukbeer, a miner. She has seen a lot of dead bodies, and she does not like it. I am going to nickname her Body Snatcher for hanging around so many animal corpses. We have 4 new petitions here. One of them is from the Rough Avalanches. The entire troop wants to entertain our citizens. 2 more want to entertain citizens, and the 4th one wants to be a soldier. Another performance troupe, the Curious Dies, is visiting. And now, even another one, the Lustrous Bushels, is visiting. I am just getting performance troupes like crazy all of a sudden. Whoops, we had a little mining accident here. Kyleb took some damage when he fell down a level. I expanded the tavern and it's still jam-packed with people. Although, to be honest, it looks like there's a lot of dogs and cats in there too. Udiba is out of prison, by the way. She's sleeping in her own room now. I've assigned her a better room too. Maybe that'll help her. She is feeling really, really bad right now. We have a new artifact here in the winter. Litas Ushrirneglesh, an engraver, has created Notlithcadet, a quartzite figurine of dwarves. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Dukim Sacktown. Notlithcadet, Ruin Talons, worth 21,600. The item is a masterfully designed image of dwarves in quartzite by Litast Ushrirneglesh. The dwarves are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of Sword Even by the Whips of Clearing of the systemic tool in the early spring of the year 253. It is encircled with bands of cave spider silk. This object is adorned with hanging rings of pink tourmaline. On the item is an image of Kyleb Craftcult's The Diorite Door in quartzite. Okay. Okay, interesting. An image of another artifact on this artifact. The artifact that's named after the dwarf. Interesting. And as I look through my artifact list here, I see we have picked up a whole slew of scrolls and codexes from the caverns. On the Mountain Halls, Book of Medical Ethics, The Mountain Home, A Brief History, The Shady Cooks and Sorcerers, The Market Within Reason. It is the Dwarf. In Pursuit of Hawkbridged, The Market Exposed, The Secret of Combat, The Mystery of Tequo Paint Town. Sudden Attacks Exposed, Classic Worth Fished, Against the Market. The Secret of Earthen appeared. The Dwarf in the Time of My Ancestors. Just some of the books you can have in this Time Life Dwarf Codex series. Order now. Man, I have learned a valuable lesson about not forgetting to channel down when you're cutting away pillars of rock in a cavern. I mined the top level and then I mined the bottom level, which left this floating layer of floor, and the only way to get rid of it, I think, is just to go up to the top and channel down through it, but if you don't do it right, your dwarves will fall and hurt themselves. It's a slow and painstaking process, so don't forget to channel down from the top instead of mining out underneath. Oh, Odiba's throwing a tantrum again. Let's see if anything bad happens. I guess upgrading her room didn't help. Oh, there's blood. Oh no. Something bad happened. Udiba tried to attack a stray war dog. I started a fist fight. I feel regret. She is continuing to punch people while listening to poetry, apparently. I'm starting to think we should just kick her out of this place. Let's send her to one of the hillocks. Let's go to Realms Channels before she beats up everybody in this tavern and drives away all of our business. Oh, I forgot to do the final confirmation. There we go. Alright, bye-bye, Udiba. I hope you have better success over there in Realms Channels. As her last insult, she has to walk out in the sunlight and throw up all over the place. I'm going. Oh man. Another mining accident. This is what I was talking about with channeling down from those upper levels. If you do it wrong, it collapses and somebody gets hurt. I was knocked out by a cave-in. This isn't confusing. I got caught in dust underground. No, that's not annoying. Uh-oh, a gremlin. Drive it away. It's prowling around down here in the caverns. I've just sent my squad to attack it. They should be arriving shortly. Or not. He's terrorizing my people. Oh, he's running now. Oh, people are attacking him. They don't like this gremlin. Oh, the gremlin is dead. We made short work of him. The amount of refuse that you collect in these caverns is just unbelievable. So I've managed to tame some Draltha, but I'm not really sure what to do with them. I've tamed 2 Draltha children, and a couple of adults. They're just hanging out here in these cages. I don't know what to do with them. It's a good thing we kicked out Udiba because she has got a huge list of complaints against her, waiting for her if she should ever return to this place. She's gonna spend a long time in jail for this. Well, it looks like the year 257 is winding down. It has been an interesting year. I asked for goblin vengeance, and the goblins showed up, and they dealt a harsh lesson. So I've been trying to learn from those lessons and get ready for next year, so I hope it'll be enough. One of the main things I've tried to do is get all my dwarves off the surface. And I've been doing a lot with the pathing, you know, traffic areas to try to control their movements a little bit. I hope it'll work. I dug these shallow underground tunnels that sort of lead all around the map, so that I can get to places above by using these tunnels underground, so the dwarves don't have to spend so much time on the above the surface. Down here on the barracks level, I've expanded the archery range a little bit. I've also gotten more people training for longer because I really want to train up these troops for next year. Because I expect I'm going to be doing some more fighting. I'm sure the goblins know that we're here now. Down here on the recreation level, the Worshipful Desserts Tavern has expanded a little bit, but it needs to get bigger because it's just jam-packed all the time. I've even added a couple of rooms here on the side. That one goblin we captured in the siege is still here, hanging out in this cage. The most work I've done this year has been down in the caverns here. I've cleared out this whole area here. I've added all of this storage space for refuse and corpses. And I've tried to manage the up and down ramps some more to kind of control where creatures will come in. The caverns have been very tame. In the second half of this year, I haven't really seen much of anything in there. Checking in with Bearchild. He's still down here, playing with a quartzite toy hammer. Seems like he's doing fine. I played with a toy hammer. I really enjoyed that. He was accepting, remembering seeing Dishma Smoothcopper die. That was his mother. Well, I guess he's accepted it now. And there is the end of the year. The year 257 is now over, and spring has arrived in the year 258. Our population at the end of the year is 215. That includes 63 dwarven children. So I think that'll do it for this episode. It's been a lot of activity, at least in the first half of the year. The second half of the year has been fairly quiet. I guess it's the calm before the storm, I guess. I have a feeling next year is going to be really difficult, but we will see. That's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. See you later.